It's time for Scanner News, and I'm your host, Brian Hale, brought to you by RNC Welding in Gearing, Nebraska. This broadcast will be a weekly wrap-up of all the top stories for the week ending January 2nd, 2026. Well, this weekend was filled with some super troopers. Trooper 321 was busy checking license plates on at least 4 vehicles from 3 different states on Friday morning. And Trooper 290 ran serial number checks on 2 different Springfield 9mm handguns on traffic stops around 6 p.m. and midnight. Both came up negative, but subsequent III checks came up positive, although no further action was taken. And Trooper 239 stopped a driver for suspected DUI and conducted testing. The female subject was taken to Regional West Medical Center for medical clearance before getting booked into the Scottsbluff County Jail. On Saturday, we nominate Trooper 488 for conducting at least 7 traffic stops on Saturday morning between L62A and 385 North, with vehicles from Nebraska, Colorado, Wyoming, and Texas. Fortunately for all drivers, no further action was taken on any of these. And in Cheyenne County, Trooper 130 conducted a probable cause search after Cheyenne County deputies indicated a positive alert on the vehicle. After some 10-6 testing and a III check that did turn up positive, including positive F. Frank, meaning gun ownership is restricted, it was a 1047 or DUI that landed this suspect in the Cheyenne County Jail for driving under the influence of alcohol. Shortly before that, Trooper 148 had a male stopped in Sheridan County, where further traffic indicated that he was 1015 or under arrest and taken to the Sheridan County Jail. In Sydney, the Sydney Fire Department responded to a rural Cheyenne County home for a trailer loaded with hay that was fully engulfed in flames. The fire was reportedly caused by hot brakes, and the driver was able to escape from the vehicle without injury. In Scottsbluff, around 6 a.m. on Monday, there was a report of a tased male behind the new Chuckwagon Church in East Scottsbluff. Police on scene canceled the ambulance response, and no further traffic was heard. And our top story from yesterday, several volunteer fire departments spent more than 4 hours battling a hog barn fire early Monday morning near Humphrey, contending with extreme cold and strong winds. Fire crews were dispatched to the Pillen family farm's hog barn, located approximately 3.5 miles southeast of Humphrey around 3 a.m. Humphrey Fire Chief Jeff Brandel said the hog barn was completely destroyed, and the number of hogs lost in the fire has not yet been determined. No injuries were reported, and crews were able to protect and save a nearby building. Crews from Creston, Platte Center, Lindsay, Madison, Monroe, Lee, and Columbus also responded. And in Kimball County, 2 arrests to report to you. A wife and kids were left out in the cold. On December 28th, the Kimball County Sheriff's Office received reports of 4 people standing on the side of the highway. D.B. Jesus Marquez was arrested for child endangerment, amongst other charges. Also in Kimball, the day before, Aaron Thies was arrested after a traffic stop was conducted. His charges were DUI and child endangerment. Remember, all suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. A scanner call came in at 4:10 p.m. Scottsbluff Fire was dispatched to the 1000 block of East 9th Street for a report of a structure fire. Crews extinguished the fire and forced entry into the home to confirm there was no damage to the interior and found that the homeowner was not home. Through the course of the investigation, it was determined that a juvenile ignited an artillery shell in the road and not in the tube it's required to go into. As a result, the shrapnel got into the dried-out wood trim around the window and ignited it. The juvenile was cited by Scottsbluff Police Department. In all, there was an estimated $5,000 worth of damage, which included a broken window, trim, and the front door that had to be forced open. Scottsbluff Fire reminds us that as we roll into the new year, we remind the public to be responsible with fireworks. Additionally, while fireworks are permitted to be sold during this period, they may not be discharged until 4:30 p.m. December 31st. It is also dry, and vegetation can easily be ignited. Additionally, if you are careless with fireworks and cause damage to another person's property, you may be responsible for those damages. In other scanner traffic around 7 a.m. near mile marker 4 and 5 on Highway 92, a gray Dodge Ram versus a deer. Our prayers for that situation. And at 9:37 p.m. last night, Scanner traffic indicated a possible overdose at McDonald's. Unknown age male took several Tylenol and alcohol and does not feel well. Law enforcement was out with the male, who reported that he did not intend any self-harm, was just in a lot of pain. He was transported to Regional West Medical Center. Happy New Year from all of us at Panhandle Scanner and Hale Multimedia. Scanner traffic indicated a night filled with traffic stops and triple-I checks and testing going on for drunk driving. Fortunately, we heard several traffic stops throughout the night where drivers were tested and they were cleared and released. However, there were several instances in which the 1047 or DUI testing turned up positive and individuals were taken to the county jail. We always want to caution everyone to please do not drink and drive. Early this morning around 1:45 a.m., there was a 1034 or verbal altercation in Mitchell. Deputies and troopers responded and separated the couple. The initial report indicated a daughter arguing with her mother and a male that was familiar to the Mitchell Police Department. In the end, the male was removed from the residence and the parties were separated and everything was 10-4. Don't forget our public record every Monday through Friday, along with coverage from cases in the courthouse, all on Panhandle Scanner. For these stories and more, visit our webpage at panhandlescanner.com or our Facebook page by the same name or our other social media platforms. With the scanner traffic being encrypted on a lot of different channels, we don't catch everything, but what we did catch, we are thankful for a fairly quiet night here on New Year's Eve. Again, Happy New Year and welcome to 2026 from all of us at Panhandle Scanner and Hale Multimedia. It is with great sadness that we share the passing of longtime Mitchell Volunteer Fire Department member Raymond Ray Schultz after a courageous battle with cancer. Ray, or Yogi as many called him, was an active member with the Mitchell Volunteer Fire Department for decades, serving in various different roles. Most notably, Ray was the club secretary for many years and ran the annual breakfast since it first began. Rest in peace, Yogi. Your friends in the department will take it from here. Thank you for all you have done. And yesterday in scanner traffic, Trooper 194 had 2 males pulled over. Despite 2 positive triple-I checks, the driver was released. But the individuals with the extensive triple-I background weren't quite as lucky. This was a Morrill County stop where a canine was requested but none was available, as well as a DRE or drug recognition expert. In the end, the PC search by Trooper 290 turned up several offense codes, including 5403, 05, 3550, 3566, and 3572, which is a slew of codes indicating the presence of drugs. In the end, it was one driver taken 10:15 or under arrest. That was around 9:45 p.m. last night. Yesterday, we posted scanner traffic indicating a gun drawn on an individual running through a field. After reviewing scanner traffic, we found that it was a 1082 or traffic stop on a black SUV that was traveling over 140 miles an hour on I-80 near mile marker 110. Trooper 615 initiated a 1033 high-speed pursuit and had one at gunpoint in the field, black male running, gray shorts, gray hoodie, 6 feet tall. That was the last traffic we heard before they went to secure channels. We have a follow-up on the scanner traffic that we reported yesterday on one at gunpoint when they went to secure channels. We'll be back with that story right after this from Hale Multimedia. Hey everyone, this is Brian Hale. If you've heard this program before, you know I have been offering website help for many years. In fact, we've been in the business for over 20 and we'd love to help you for anything website related, even if you just need some advice. It's free. Email support@halemultimedia.com or call 940-224-6315. Portfolio, pricing, and contacts all on halemultimedia.com. Now for that follow-up on the high-speed pursuit, and this was in reference to a 140 mile an hour pursuit on I-80.
615 North Flat.
615.
1082 with a black and color SUV, speeds 130, 110 on 80 eastbound, light traffic.
Northwest 615. What's your 1020?
111 on 80 eastbound, 1033 pursuit, speed black and color SUV. Unable to get 1039 at this moment. Speed's 140. Do you want me to switch to D?
10-4, when safe to do so.
Troopers with the Nebraska State Patrol have arrested one person after a pursuit and search in western Nebraska. At approximately 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time on Thursday, a trooper observed an Infiniti Q50 traveling over 100 miles an hour on Interstate 80 near Big Springs. Now, I will add that the trooper did not know the make and model of the vehicle at the beginning because he was unable to get an identification at that speed. Scanner traffic indicated that it was a black SUV. The trooper then attempted a traffic stop, but the driver refused to yield and fled eastbound on I-80, and then the trooper initiated an official 1033, or pursuit. During the pursuit, the suspect vehicle reached speeds of over 140 miles an hour and passed vehicles on the shoulder. Near Sutherland at mile marker 155, the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office successfully deployed spike strips to slow the vehicle. The vehicle exited I-80 at the Sutherland interchange and came to a stop on Highway 25. The driver fled on foot, and the passenger immediately surrendered. Troopers and Lincoln County deputies searched the area for approximately 1 hour until the driver was located and taken into custody without further incident. A search of the vehicle revealed psilocybin mushrooms, THC edibles, drug paraphernalia, and a bottle of alcohol. The driver, an 18-year-old male from Colorado, was lodged in Lincoln County Jail for a flight to avoid arrest, resisting arrest, possession of a controlled substance, no operator's license, and other charges. The passenger, also an 18-year-old male from Colorado, was cited for minor in possession of alcohol and possession of drug paraphernalia. That's a follow-up story from Midwest Media by Melanie on the 140-mile-an-hour pursuit on I-80 on January 1st around 6:30 p.m. And that's your weekly wrap-up of Panhandle Scanner News for the week ending January 2nd, 2026. For the rest of these stories and more, visit panhandlescanner.com or our Facebook page by the same name. Thanks again for listening, and may God bless. I'm Brian Hale.